That's what I'm doing at the moment. I've got the bumper off, just had a look at a few different things. One of my fog lights, the lens was smashed, and that one I just played around with the wrap. The wrap's a little bit crinkly, try to heat it up, but it's sort of staying there. So I've ordered new fog lights anyway, so brand new ones for both. Giving this a bit of a clean. I've just put some screws through the fog light thingies, make them a bit stiffer, and also these. So yeah, I'll be getting down the line. I want to get a whole new body kit for it, so sort of just put it together at the moment and make sure it doesn't fall off type of thing. Yeah, so once I've put the bumper back on, I need to fault find my O2 sensors. So went to Gresham and got my motor tuned. I had a look at it. The only two problems is the O2 sensors. So that one and wherever that one goes, no, that one and wherever that one is, sorry. Don't actually know exactly where they are. Oh, yep, there they are. So one there and one there. So I need to fault find, run through again and make sure that all the wires are all good. Because I think it's coming up with an earth fault, so double check that. I'm gonna try pick up some wheels this week as well. My rears are very bald, and yeah, wouldn't mind getting some spares too. So we'll see how that goes, and then yeah. So that's what a little plan is for the moment. As you can see, I've managed to fit both cars. Had a bit of a big cleanup, so fit both of the cars in the garage now. A little bit more space. Look at the size of that thing. Anyway, yeah, more space. We can fit both the cars now, which allows a little bit more room for down the driveway. I'm going to pull the car out today and give it a wash. I have not given it a wash yet. This week also I'm going to do a service on it. So engine oil filter, gearbox and rear diff. Nice big service. I'm going to go to Matsuri next weekend. No, I'm not driving. This car's nowhere near ready to drive, and it's too expensive at the moment. But I want to get it ready because I do want to drive it out there. So got a little bits and bobs. I was thinking, should I replace these fenders? They've been rolled pretty bad. They got the cool little vents in, you know. This one's pretty cooked and it's got some big damage. I've got these two stock fenders that are in pretty good condition. They probably just need a bit of a paint. Yeah, just needs a bit of a paint. What do you reckon? Should I keep these fenders or get the other ones on? Okay, so coming back from cleaning it and whatnot, looks a little bit better, still pretty rough, but anyway. So yeah, I got informed by Gresham that my O2 sensors are faulty or there's wiring faults. So I've checked the heater, I guess the heater circuit, which has got me about 3 ohms of resistance. That was both of them. And then I've just gone and checked these plugs and tested to see if any of the pins are down to earth. One plug, all the pins are down to earth, the other one's 2. So something tells me that that's not okay. So I'm going to cut open, trace them back, see where I can find potentially a wrong connection or wires are, you know, cut open and they're touching the frame somewhere. So I'm gonna have a look at that. So first of all, I'm just gonna cut this big old flipping hunk of junk and trace them. All right, so that sucks balls. This that piece that was there, yeah, this piece that was here, that was all rough. Those are the O2 sensor cables. Now it goes into here, and behind here is an absolute mess. Sorry, it's an absolute mess behind there. The cables are just shoved in there. So Gonna have to find out where the flipping O2 sensors go. All the cables for it. And there you have it. So I've taken this piece off, and this is what I'm dealing with currently. It's so scary pulling these wires out because I try not to cause any more problems. But I'm gonna have to try to pull all this out. So I'm gonna need 2 hands for this one. And there you have it. Voila bang. I do know one of these fuses, the 30 amps, is for my heater. So that's the one that's popped before. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta do something. All right, so I played around with following it. One of the wires have been cut, so I've put just a joiner on there. I don't really like these ones. I usually use the heat shrink one with a bit of solder in it, but I don't have any, so that's just gonna have to do for now. So I've got that. I've had to replace the fuse because it's blue, so I'm wondering if that was just sitting inside that big mess, hard up against or fucking touching any of the metal, causing it to short, causing it to blow. That's why I got no O2 sensors. So let's hope. I'll put all this back together now and see if it works. Fingers crossed. I'm a bit stumped because when I tested the sensors again, it was still down to earth, so I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I found this. This is on that harness where all the O2 sensors are coming off. This was just cut and taped, so I don't know if any of these were touching. So I've separated it all. Now there's no continuity to earth on my plug, so I don't know. I'm gonna connect all the plugs back up. I've just plugged the ECU back in. New fuses are in, so I'm gonna start it and see if I can get any readings on the O2 sensors. What I've got it down to, this plug that goes into the ECU, when that is plugged in, this O2 sensor plug is all 4 pins are down to earth, and on all the other ones it's just the red and black ones, but for some reason this one's all 4, and it only, yeah, when I plug it in there's continuity to earth. If I don't, there's nothing. So I don't know. Yeah, after ages I've followed every single wire, could not find a problem, so I started feeling inside these ones, and this one felt pretty hard at one point, so I pulled the insulation back, and you can see, one, it's been cut, and two, all the wires are sort of melted together. It gets a little worse up here as well, so I'm just gonna potentially just have to cut this whole wire back, all these wires, and rejoin a little bit further back where it's not damaged, because you can feel soft, and then it becomes hard, doesn't want to bend here at all. So yeah, I wonder if the other one's like that, but I'll have a look. After replacing that bit of wire that's cooked, I've just got it taped up, a bit sketchy at the moment. I haven't got my the nice heat stuff, but she runs. It's finally getting voltage. It's picking up the voltage on the 2 O2 sensors, and it's actually giving me a short-term fuel trim now. So the throttle response definitely seems a little bit more happy. So I'm pretty curious to see how much more power we get or whatever. So I might go take this for a test drive